My wife and I went to Home Depot, and this is the tile cutting machine that we got. I think it was like $100 or something like that. But you see, I'm dripping a little bit of water on it right now, because whenever I turn it on, then I turn the blade on and it starts turning. Then I don't want to get all gummed up and not not even turning. And if it won't even turn, then you're gonna have to turn it off, and it'll be kind of dangerous because there might be some clay or whatever from the previous tile cut that's still stuck in there. What I'm doing is I want to find a good position for the camera. There's my water bottle right there, and here's the tile that I measured, about 3 3 3/4 inches, inch line on the sides. And so anyway, you see how I'm going really slowly. If you're doing this by yourself and you aren't in a rush, then it's very important that you do this very slowly, because that blade can cut, the blade can cut ceramic. It can, I'm sure it could cut your bone too, if you had your bone, if you stuck your finger on it or something like that. It could really do some damage. So anyway, that's why I need to go really slow and pay attention closely to what I'm doing. There are side guards. There should be side guards on the side that cover up the blade, but I don't have the side guards for the blade right now. And like I said, just really be careful whenever you're cutting tile. I have my hands a good distance away from where the tile is extremely rotating really fast. So that's why I'm okay. I'm not gonna cut myself by accident or anything like that. So I cut that piece off. I cut one side off. At the end, whenever you're getting to the end of the cut, then it's easy to break off. The tile wants to break off, just crack and break off easily near the end, because it's starting to get so flimsy right there. So if you're almost right at the end, or really close to the end of your cut, of your single cut, then it usually the pressure or whatever, probably the pressure from the blade spinning that fast rotations causes would cause the blade to cause the tile to crack. But what I do here is, for the second one, I didn't want to get that crack, because it looks bad. Whenever you're gonna use thin set and fix the ceramic tile up to the wall, then if you have a jagged edge sticking out, it doesn't look very good. It kind of is an eyesore on the tile job. did. So I didn't want to do that, so I wanted to try and smooth it out. See, what I did here though is I cut about halfway through the tile, and I'm slowly backing the tile off. But see, this is not a good way to do it. You should not cut half the tile, then remove the whole tile, and then go to the other side and start on the other side and cut that tile, same tile again. It's a very, very bad idea, because whenever you do that, then you have to be extremely careful to back the tile off of the blade slowly, because otherwise, and not apply too much pressure, because otherwise the tile will crack and it'll be worthless. It won't have any purpose for anything that you're doing. So you just gotta keep going and cut the whole tile, the whole line at one time. It takes a little bit of time to do the whole thing, but it will get cut and it will be fine. So there was there's the middle piece that has kind of the sharp edges on it, and right there is the final piece that was cut. See, it's got a little bit of the edge that I don't like. That'll look kind of bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna smooth that edge a little bit so that it's clean. There you go. I got 2 pieces now, but I think I need 3 tile. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it one more time. And remember that my measurements were like 3 1/4. So I want to cut a tile that is, 16 inches long and 3 1/4 wide. A rectangle. I'm going to cut a rectangle that's 16 inches long and 3 1/4 wide. But on this one, I'm just going to cut the whole tile. I'm not going to, stop the blade from, stop the motor from turning and try and remove the tile, and then go and start cutting from the other end. And it's another thing that's extremely important is to apply water. You always want to apply water, because it's good for your blade, because that blade is rotating at, 1100 RPM, or it's rotating extremely fast. And so when that hot blade, the blade gets hot after a while. When that hot blade is touching the ceramic tile, then after a while you start to get sparks. Sparks are flying and stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why you need to have water. You need to always put water on the tile and the blade, to make sure that it cuts down on sparks, because the sparks can fly up and get in your eye and burn your eye, or they can just get on your clothes, get on your shirt, or get on your pants or whatever and burn you. So I could do this at a table. I could cut the tile at a table, but I find it just a little bit more easier if I cut the tile on the ground. So I'll have my tile cutter on the ground.